Many dads say fatherhood can feel lonely and even a little bit invisible. June is Men's Health Month, and we are talking about fatherhood and mental health and how when you support dads, you support the whole family. Allison Steyer is a licensed psychologist and vice president of mental health services at Southwest Human Development. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
We talk so often about moms and how we can support the moms. What about dad?
Well, absolutely. Dads sometimes feel quite overlooked, and lots of systems kind of conspire to, at least inadvertently, overlook them. Schools don't always direct their communications to dads. Sometimes, pediatric practitioners don't reach out to dads. Parenting services are often geared toward moms.
I mean, this might be an old idea that you call mom because she's at home, dad's at work. When someone at the school or the doctor's office is looking at a paperwork, they might tend to go to mom first. And the dads, they want in. They want to be included in this. They want to take that call. It might be the best call they had all day at the office that day.
Yeah, it could be. And it's a historical thing that's the way things have always been done, gearing toward moms. But I think that dads would do more if they felt included and if they had more practice doing these things, so they're not, so they can be unconfident, and people don't like doing things that they don't feel confident in.
And it's a beautiful thing to be needed, and then of course needed by your child, and then go running to be the one to pick them up and take them home from school, make sure they have a milkshake so their throat feels better on the way home or whatever it is.
Yeah, the caretaking.
And a lot of times it's difficult to ask for help. And how do you say, how do I help you help me become a better father? What are the conversations like that fathers are having?
Well, sometimes it's nice just to be with a group of dads. I mean, you don't feel as self-conscious as a father. You might not feel as judged and maybe more comfortable in the same boat as other dads. And at Southwest Human Development, for example, we have a program called Let's Talk Dads, which is a group of fathers learning about fatherhood, talking about fatherhood, figuring out how to play with their young children, figuring out how to encourage their language, and doing it in a group where they don't have to feel quite as anxious.
Yeah, and you think that, many people maybe do not have the role model that they didn't have a role model as a child, and then now they're in this position and they don't want to do that, but now what do I do?
That's exactly
so some of that guidance is so important and really can feel empowering, I imagine.
Yes, I mean, people naturally will do what they learned. To do it differently, you have to be very deliberate, and so but you can do things differently than the way that you experienced growing up.
So tell us again about some of your services that you have, and also how we could just individually support pops.
Well, I think even this conversation, just remembering that they're equal parents, but they also may not have as much experience with caring for young children. Lots of times women have grown up doing babysitting and things like that. So they may be a little bit nervous or a little lacking in confidence. We have the Birth to 5 helpline, which is a fantastic resource. And we get a lot of calls from dads. It's a free telephone support. We had somebody call recently who was caring for an infant, and he wasn't quite sure how to diaper him. And we just walked him through that whole process.
And no one even had to know that happened.
And no one will judge, you know?
Exactly.
I mean, no one will think, how do you not know how to, they won't say it, and they wouldn't think it.
Oh, what a beautiful source. Okay, so you have Let's Talk Dads, which is kind of a conversation. You have the Birth to 5 helpline, which you mentioned, and the Harris Institute. What's going on over there?
Well, that's professional development for people who want to learn more about young children and families, and we're very inclusive of all the people in the lives of young children. Little kids have very big hearts, and there's room for lots of people. So and as far as fathering and being a dad, we are very inclusive of those materials when we're teaching professionals.
Yeah, we support you, we love you. You want them to have a wonderful journey as a father.
Absolutely.
Thank you for your time.
Oh, thank you.
It's a great conversation to have, especially in June and ahead of Father's Day as well. Well, you can find more information on our